and yanked off her bright red mittens, using them to dab her brow. "No worries." He smiled, and a dimple settled in his chin. Her pulse hummed. "What? No, stop that. No humming aloud, especially not here, not at Lawson's." She had work to do. She stood upright, grabbing her canvas bag off the floor. Her second work shoe plopped out of the bag, landing by her feet. Groan. She picked it up, her face steaming. Not a super start to her workday, though it was a continuation of her awful morning. The security guard handed her the other shoe, after stealing a peek at its heel and maybe judging her. But hey, she liked looking nice on the job. Apparently, so did he. Wow. She crammed her things back in her bag, going slightly lightheaded, likely from the glare of holiday lights. The store was all decorated for Christmas, and swags of greenery were everywhere. She grabbed onto an end cap fronting the toy section and held on tight. He studied her a moment. "Have we met?" She scanned his name tag. Braden Tate. Where had he been hiding? She definitely would have noticed him. He cut a stunning image against the backdrop of the jewelry counter, with its glittery rubies and emeralds on display. A fair number of engagement rings, too. As if. Not with her record. No, I don't think so," she said, refocusing her energy. She was a young professional woman, moving forward, and about to get promoted. She didn't need old what's-his-name any longer. "Roy. His name's Roy," an annoying little voice in her head said. Maybe it was good to remember some things. That way she could avoid repeating her mistakes. She sighed and let go of the end cap, prepared to stand on her own 2 feet. Annie looked down. It would be nicer if she wasn't wearing ancient snow boots that had faded from red to dusty rose, but she had ordered new ones. Braden shook his finger at her, like he'd put something together. "You're our window dresser, right?" She proudly squared her shoulders. Lawson's soon-to-be lead visual artist. Yep, that's me. I was just talking to..." She glanced around. "Talking to?" "Our new store Santa." A few sales associates strode toward their departments or opened registers. Annie craned her neck, looking for Santa, but she didn't see him anywhere. Braden crossed his arms. "He's not the one we had before?" "No, I don't think so." She undid the brass buttons on her suddenly too toasty coat. "This one's very good." "So maybe he's the real deal." Braden teased her with a grin. "You're never too old to believe, I hear." Snowflakes swirled through her mind, and she felt all mixed up inside, almost as if she were in that snow globe herself. Silly. That's what I hear too." She made a feeble stab at banter. "I mean, I'm sure he still comes to some people." Annie rolled her eyes. "The nice ones on his list." "Right." His mouth twitched. "The naughty ones get coal and switches." She gasped. "What? No! Santa's always forgiving and kind." This impromptu exchange was fun, almost flirty. Not that she flirted much anymore. She was probably out of practice. "Ah, so you do still believe," Braden said deadpan. Think. Witty repartee." She drew a total blank. Definitely out of practice. Sure?" She searched his eyes. "Don't you?" Annie bit her lip at Braden's amused look. "I'd say the jury's still out on that one." He peered toward the front of the store and past mounds of sales tables piled high with gifts for him, them, or her. "You did a great job with that window, by the way. Love your night before Christmas theme." She was pleased that he'd noticed, and glad he'd changed the subject. She'd created a holiday window design in the long street-side window beside the main entrance. It portrayed a Christmas Eve living room scene, with a Christmas tree and a stocking hanging from the hearth's mantel. "Thanks." She made a show of reading his name tag, acting like she hadn't done it before.